Hello everyone. Welcome to my YNR 24 spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Adams, Kane's defense wedding plans finalized. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for Thursday, November 13th, 2025. Fans can expect Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, to seize an opportunity. Kane Ashby defends himself. Plus, Christine Cricket, Blair, and Danny finalize their wedding plans. Keep reading, and let's talk about what's coming up in the CBS soap opera. 3 key takeaways. Adam's strategic gamble. Adam Newman joins forces with Victor to plot against the Abbotts. But while Victor targets Jack, Adam shifts his focus to Billy, threatening to reignite old rivalries. Kane under fire. After his artificial intelligence project fails, Kane Ashby must defend himself to Lily and find unexpected comfort in Phyllis, a bond that could lead to new scandal. Wedding bliss or disaster. As Christine and Danny finalize their wedding plans, Phyllis lurks in the background with her trademark chaos, leaving fans to wonder if the ceremony will survive her interference. On the next The Young and the Restless episode, let's start off with Adam, who will seize an opportunity. Adam and Victor Newman will strategize. The two characters will debate on targeting Jack Abbott. While there has always been beef between Victor and Jack, Adam has a different kind of dynamic with the Jabot boss. Jack has always been really good to Adam, including when Victor wasn't, targeting an enemy. While Adam won't want to go after Jack, he will have no issue targeting Billy Abbott. Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of YNR. When Adam and Victor make their move, Billy won't be able to keep his vow to Sally Spectra. It seems that Billy just can't stop focusing on revenge. Sally also appears to be acting as Billy's mother rather than as his equal partner. I personally hope that the redhead finally kicks Billy to the curb. He's not helping her in any way. He's just sabotaging her progress and forcing her to do damage control. Defending oneself. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, November 13th reveal that Kane will be forced to defend himself. It sounds like Lily Winters could blast Kane for the AI program getting stolen. Now it's being used against Kane. While Lily was willing to give Kane a chance, now it's blown to pieces. This means that Lily will once again have to tell the kids about more bad news coming out about their father. Kane could be lost and confused after his plan fails. So, that could lead to him leaning on Phyllis Summers. We know by the end of the week, these two get caught in a compromising position. Read this. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Matt and Sienna go to Genoa City. Who will be the next victim? Finalizing wedding plans. There's also some wedding plans that get finalized. So, expect to find out what Danny and Christine have planned to do about their big day. Even though Phyllis is busy with Kane and the AI situation, she still had time to try to ruin the bachelorette party. So, will Phyllis also try to ruin Danny's wedding day? Victor and Adam seize an opportunity to attack Billy. Here are your spoilers for the Thursday, November 13th, 2025, episode of The Young and the Restless when Victor and Adam seize an opportunity to attack Billy. Kane is forced to defend himself and Cricket and Danny finalize their wedding plans. What's next on The Young and the Restless? Billy Abbott may need to call for help on The Young and the Restless. Victor Newman is in the driver's seat now that he has Kane's AI software. He's already used it on Kane, much to the billionaire's dismay. On Thursday's show, watch for Victor and Adam to seize an opportunity to attack Billy. Kane's likely going to regret sharing with anyone that he ever had the AI software. Victor's not only done damage to Kane, but he's poised to take down all his enemies. Will Billy be able to use Abbott Communications to retaliate against Victor? He's the father of Victor's grandchildren, Johnny and Katie, so the ramifications of Victor's attack could ripple into the Newman family. Strong offense. Kane is going to have to defend himself on The Young and the Restless. Watch for Kane to defend himself on Thursday's show. He certainly needs defending. First, there was the mess at his chateau in Nice, France. 3 people died, and Nick was gravely injured. Next, Kane gave Phyllis knowledge of his AI software. She stole it, gave it to Victor, who then used it on Kane. What a disaster! None of this has endeared Kane to Lily. He's desperate to reunite with her. Maybe the action he takes to defend himself will help accomplish that? I think I want to marry you. Danny and Cricket are finalizing their wedding plans on the young and the restless. Danny and Cricket's big day is coming. On Thursday's show, watch for the couple to finalize their wedding plans. Might they be meeting with Pietro, the party planner, who is returning to Genoa City? We saw from Pietro's last appearance on the show, when he organized Nikki's birthday party, that he thinks big. Will Danny and Cricket make it clear to Pietro what kind of wedding they want? Tune in to find out. Thursday, November 13th, 2025, promises to be one of the juiciest episodes of The Young and the Restless in recent weeks. An hour overflowing with explosive confrontations, emotional implosions, and the unmistakable feeling that Genoa City is inching toward yet another major war. 3 stories dominate the canvas. Adam Newman seizing a long-anticipated opportunity that could alter alliances for years to come. Kane Ashby fighting for his reputation and possibly his family, and Christine Blair and Danny taking one step closer to a wedding that already feels like it's hanging on by a thread thanks to a certain red-haired wild card hovering around the edges. Each storyline moves like a domino, one push and everything could fall. As fans know, no plan, romantic, strategic, or otherwise, ever goes smoothly in this town. Adam's strategic gamble, an opportunity too tempting to resist. Adam Newman has never been a character defined by passivity, and this week serves as a pointed reminder that when a window cracks open, Adam doesn't just step through it. He tears it off the hinges and repurposes it into a weapon. After months of waffling loyalties, fractured relationships, and brewing personal frustration, Adam finally finds himself at a crossroads with a potential alliance that is both dangerous and intoxicating. Teaming up with his father, Victor Newman, in a calculated assault on the Abbotts. The moment plays like a classic YNR power scene. 2 Newman men in a room, tension thick enough to slice, both wanting dominance, but also craving that unmistakable Newman unity that only appears when they have a shared enemy. In typical Victor fashion, he wants to strike Jack Abbott, a feud that dates back to before many of today's viewers. Their rivalry is generational, steeped in corporate bloodshed and personal wounds that never heal. But Adam surprises Victor by refusing to go after Jack. Here, YNR pulls on its long history. Jack has treated Adam with a sense of dignity, even compassion, during times when Victor's punishment and judgment were relentless. Adam doesn't forget loyalty, even when it comes from unlikely places. And so, in a twist only Adam could rationalize, he redirects their target, not at Jack, but at Billy Abbott. Billy and Adam's history is volcanic, raw, personal, the kind of rivalry that doesn't fade with time because it's built on mutual destruction and deep psychological damage. From the horrific Delia storyline to hostile business moves to countless emotional explosions, these 2 men can't share a room without old ghosts creeping in. For Adam, this new opportunity delivers both justification and temptation. He's not protecting Jack for noble reasons alone. He's taking the chance to strike at the man he sees as the true threat. And as Victor watches, likely surprised yet quietly approving, Adam steps into a role fans haven't seen him embody in a while. The strategist ready to take the offensive. The fallout is immediate. Billy Abbott, now juggling far too many personal issues and still pretending he can compartmentalize everything like a seasoned executive, quickly finds that he can't keep his promise to Sally Spectra. Instead of moving forward with emotional maturity, Billy reverts to what he does best: revenge, obsession, and self-sabotage dressed up as righteous indignation. Sally, who has become increasingly exhausted by Billy's tunnel vision, begins to look more like his caretaker than his partner. The dynamic is noticeably unhealthy, and many viewers will likely be screaming at their screens for Sally to walk away once and for all. Billy's inability to manage his impulses could become the very opening Adam needs to strike, something Victor will surely weaponize with precision. And so this storyline becomes less about business rivalry and more about the inevitable implosion of Billy Abbott's personal life as the close-in. Cain Ashby under fire, a man cornered by his own missteps. While Adam is leaning into opportunity, Cain Ashby finds himself leaning into disaster. For Cain, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and it's happening faster than he can contain it. His AI software, a project that once represented redemption and professional reinvention, has instead become a ticking time bomb. His reputation was damaged by the catastrophe in Nice, France. The theft and malicious use of his program have now made that wound visible to the public. Add to that his impulsive decision to trust Phyllis Summers, who has never met a boundary she couldn't bulldoze, and Cain's world is spinning out of control. The episode zeroes in on Cain's growing desperation. Lily Winters, who is willing to reopen the door of possibility after so many past mistakes, is pushed past her limit. The AI disaster isn't just a business embarrassment, it's personal. Lily has once again been put in a position where she must protect her children from the fallout of their father's reckless choices. Lily bears the emotional costs of Cain's missteps each time. And while she may be forgiving by nature, she's not blind. She recognizes patterns, and right now Cain is repeating all of them. The confrontation between Cain and Lily is certain to be one of the emotional highlights of the episode. Lily's disappointment will sting more than her anger. For a man like Cain, whose greatest failures always seem to stem from misguided attempts to prove himself, seeing Lily walk away, again, could destroy him. And this emotional vulnerability becomes the setup for the next pivot in Cain's storyline, his growing closeness with Phyllis Summers. Cain and Phyllis are flammable together. She enjoys risk, chaos, and the thrill of manipulating other people to her advantage. Cain, on the other hand, is emotionally raw enough to lean into the nearest source of comfort, even if that comfort comes wrapped in red hair, manipulation, and neon warning signs. As the two find themselves in increasingly intimate situations, it becomes clear that whatever sympathy Phyllis offers Cain comes with strings attached. By the end of the week, viewers will see Cain and Phyllis caught in a compromising position, one that could spell irreversible doom for Cain's hopes of reconciliation with Lily. The fact that Cain's current downward spiral could have been avoided is tragic. He trusted the wrong person. He underestimated the wrong enemy. And he overestimated his ability to control a situation that was never under his control to begin with. Now, the consequences are closing in, not only from Victor and the Newmans, but from the implosion of his own already fractured family. Genoa City is keeping an eye on Cain to see if he rises or falls while he is currently in defense mode. Wedding plans finalized, romance meets impending chaos. In contrast to the darker plots circulating around Adam, Victor, Billy, and Cain, the storyline of Danny Romalotti and Christine Blair provides a lighter, more romantic counterbalance. Or at least it would, if not for the looming storm cloud known as Phyllis Summers. Danny and Christine have always represented a sort of nostalgic purity on Y&R, high school sweetheart energy, earnest romance, untainted devotion. Their reunion has brought a sense of warmth and throwback charm to the show. And with their wedding plans coming together, one would expect a soothing storyline of love triumphing over adversity. But Genoa City is never that simple. Christine and Danny finalized their wedding plans this Thursday, potentially with the help of party planner Pietro, whose flair for dramatic, high-budget celebrations adds a comedic and colorful layer to the storyline. The couple must now make pivotal decisions about their big day, location, ceremony-style guest list, all while balancing the emotional expectations that come with a wedding viewers have waited decades to see. These scenes are expected to highlight Christine's excitement, Danny's cherishing of their renewed bond, and the genuine love that exists between them. Yet, as romantic as this all sounds, Phyllis lingers like a specter. Just as she's entangling herself with Cain, she still manages to involve herself in Christine and Danny's business. Phyllis attempted to derail the bachelorette party already, which strongly suggests that her claws aren't done. The question everyone is asking is simple. Will Phyllis stop at petty pranks, or will she sabotage the wedding itself? Phyllis may not even need malicious intent to create chaos. Her very presence can be enough to upend carefully laid plans. Her involvement with Cain poses a threat to one family, while her unresolved obsession with Danny poses a threat to another. The show has made her the wild card of both story arcs. The wedding storyline becomes a dramatic ticking clock, one counting down not just to vows but potentially to disaster. The stage is set for big consequences, with all three storylines intertwining through emotional tension, longtime rivalries, and morally questionable decisions. The November 13th episode acts as a catalyst for upcoming fallout across the canvas. Adam and Victor's targeting of Billy is the spark that could ignite yet another Newman-Abbott war. Cain's failure to contain his AI crisis sets the stage for a personal and professional breakdown, one that might permanently reshape his relationship with Lily and force him into a dangerous alliance with Phyllis. And Christine and Danny's romantic milestone might be exactly what Phyllis can't emotionally handle, leaving fans holding their breath as wedding bells clash with the threat of red-haired sabotage. Each arc balances love, revenge, ambition, and vulnerability, the exact formula that keeps the young and the restless thriving. Thursday's episode is more than a setup. It's the beginning of a chain reaction. The decisions characters make this week will reverberate for months, shaping winter storylines, reshuffling alliances, and pulling characters into new, volatile conflicts.